So today is, 9 days since the surgery, and it has been a bit of tit for tat. I have mostly been eating yogurt to the extent that I kind of had 2 days ago a little bit of a salt deficiency, so I had to really salt my soup when I had it. I also tried to remember that I have protein shakes and use them a bit more. And also been really hard to, because they want you to have like 5 to 7 meals a day, and so far it's mostly been 2. It's really hard. I don't know why it's so hard for me, because it's like, but I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat. So I turned on the the eat and sleep watch again, to try and coax me into eating. I also, well, there's quite a bit, because I think it's 3 days now since I last posted. But first of all, I bought a car, and I'm getting it next week because they need to pull it through some checks, and they're gonna get me new summer tires and everything. And it hasn't gone far at all, and it's very nice. It's a Ford Focus 1.8, I think, flexi fuel from 2008, so it's not extremely old or anything. It was quite a nice car, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's like, I'm getting an adult, I'm getting a car. And I had to remember what I talked about or not, but I have talked about the dumping. Yesterday I had the first day where I didn't need to take the morphine or anything. I was quite well. The day before that I only had it in the morning, and then I didn't need it. It was enough with the paracetamol and naproxen. So I didn't really need that much pain med, and today I only had the paracetamol, honestly. And it's been working fine until the evening. We'll get to that. And today has been the day that mostly things have happened on, like, update wise. So today I removed my stitches, and I'm gonna show you the stomach and how it looks. Funnily enough, because my paper said like to remove the stitches 10 to 12 days after the surgery. Today is the 9th, and they said like, yeah, sure, come in and we'll take a look. And by the looks of it, it was just as well, because the irritation wasn't the scars or the little tiny scabs that are left. It was actually the stitches. So the stitches is what was irritated and red and looked very angry, and was also part of what was hurting. Because I've been like, there's something on the side, not the front ones that's on the front, but on the back of the stomach. They are the ones that has been kind of pinching and pulling, and it's been hurting, especially when I'm laying down to sleep. I was like, I don't understand, what is it inside me, or I couldn't, because it's such a weird sensation that I can't explain where it is. And when I stood up after the stitches were removed, I was like, nothing feels weird. It probably was the stitches. And it has been really nice. It can move a bit more freely. It doesn't pinch and hurt as much for some reason. So the stitches really did their number there. I think it was good on time, and so thought the nurse. She said we could probably have removed them even earlier, but it's good that I followed the doctor's advice. But yeah, could probably have removed them after 7 days. But of course it hurts now, because when I went on a walk with the doggo, I decided to go for a little longer walk. She's been really good, and we haven't gone very far. Plenty of short walks, but not a long one, so I decided to take her on a little bit longer one. The thing is, she had her short leash on and decided to have the zoomies unannounced from nowhere. So she pulled and yanked the leash because she was trying to run on an ordinary short leash, and it hurt like a motherfucker. And I thought, something's broken. Something's gotta be broken. Holy fuck, it hurts. But luckily it isn't. It is sore, and I can kind of feel underneath one of them. It's like a little ball that's irritated. So I think it's mostly the scar tissue that's just like, this was not nice, no? So I don't particularly, I'm not anxious, because if it was something that was broken, it would have been on the inside, and I would be much sicker than I am. And I've had drinks and everything now, so it's fine. Just hurt quite a bit, but it's slowly coming down again. I also cleaned my mom's computer today. I'm trying to fix it because it's slow like a motherfucker. It's like 2 years old, and we had Windows Media Player in the background trying to decide, and it was working on trying to decide what songs would fit on a mixed CD she wanted to make for the Buick, and the CPU was at 100. My laptop from, I don't know, 2018, no, 16 I think even, yeah, 16 is faster than her 2-year-old. I mean, sure enough, mine is a laptop, but hers is a small, very small, like those crash and burn towers. You can't really do anything in it. I was looking like maybe I could replace the CPU for her and get a bigger one, but you can't remove the grill that's holding the CPU fan. So, no luck there. So I'm gonna try and look into it. I think the most issue that has made it poop itself is that it installed Windows 11. So I will have to fix that. I also had a little Wayne of the stitches, because they didn't have any available room with a weigh or scale, because mom doesn't own one. So we decided, because we were gonna look for a seat car for my dog, and decided, since at that specific pet store they do have a scale for the dogs, because there's a clinic that's like inside the store. So we're like, maybe it goes high enough so I could just get a little peek. And I did, and it's hard to say how much, because at the surgery today it was 143 kilos. I'm sorry, Americans, but I can't be arsed because this is my phone, so I can't look it up. But 143.1 kilos at the day of the surgery. Now it said, like, without the phone and my wallet, it was 142.8. So that is with shoes, fully clothed, and a big ass hoodie, because I couldn't be arsed to take it off because I was a little bit embarrassed, I guess. I don't think anyone cared, and I don't think anyone would care if they asked what the fuck we were doing and was just like, clever. But yeah. And also it was like after breakfast and everything, I had 2 meals before we left and coffee and stuff, so yeah. But I would assume it would be around 141 and 142-ish. Based on that clothes are heavy and shoes. So I'm not entirely sure. Maybe if we're getting back there, I'll look again. We'll see. But otherwise I'll look into it when I get back home. To be fair, right now I'm not that concerned with losing weight, because it's mostly about healing, the weight loss is more when I'm healed up and a little more adjusted. And I even tried today some ice cream. Just, it wasn't even one like scoop. It was half, I think. So not much at all, but I really wanted some, and I'm so tired of drinking all the time. And I was just like, I want to eat everything in the world. It doesn't matter what. I just want it. So I had a little bit of ice cream just to try out the stomach, because one of the books I received from a friend, Lulu, thank you, said that you can try on the next period, the pureed period, to have some ice cream if you really want to. And I did, and it was delicious, but it was also very filling. And I've been worried that I can drink quite an amount, and have yogurt and such, and I feel like having soups in large amounts. It is not large, I know it's not large, it's about like 2.5 deciliters. Is just reading everybody and saying they can only have like 1.5, to the extent like did they don't not take enough stomach? Did they take too little? Does the pocket need to be smaller? And I told my mom, like, I'm kind of worried, because I mean, I get full on what I eat, but it's not like, oh, this tiny, I don't feel it's a tiny ass bit that's filling me up. And that's kind of like, it's fucking with my head so bad, because like, is it because my relationship with food is that bad that what I'm eating feels like a normal portion to me? Or is it just that the head isn't quite following along? Or is it that it's just because it's very fluid? Because I asked my mom, since she has done a gastric bypass, if when I start eating, will it feel smaller? Will it feel like I'm eating much less? And she said yes. That she had the same feeling. She was like, did they really do a surgery on me? Because she didn't have the issues with water in the same way. She had a hard time, like, you can't gulp just down a whole glass of water. You can, but it's gonna pay hell. And it's more like it hurts when you drink too much or too big. And it's like a lid. Some say, I wouldn't say lid. It feels more like a ball in the solar plexus. And it's just like, you really, really want to burp. You so desperately want to burp, but there's not usually coming one at the moment you want it. But I can tell, like, fairly big gulps while others like sitting there like, moist. While I'm sitting there like, drink. So I was like worried that it's not enough taken, that they have taken too little of my stomach, which, why would they? And they do this every day, so why would they fuck up on me? So I bet that once I'm starting to eat more, and it's like 5 days left, so we said that since I'm perking up so fast, we're gonna try a very, not hard-boiled, but mid-boiled egg tomorrow and see how I react to that. Because it's a good protein source, but it's also not too harsh. And see how it reacts, essentially. So we'll see how that goes. Also, hopefully I might bring you to a medieval market. I'm kind of sad I don't have any clothes with me, but I didn't realize it was this period while I'm here. So hopefully we'll go and see some market. I'm really looking forward to it. It's so much fun. And I can show you my car, because hopefully it's here by then. I have a car. I'm an adult. I am an adult. That's the wrong song though, because that is actually an adult thing to do. Well, I bought a cookbook from Final Fantasy 14 online. Does that count as minus point for adulthood? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's mostly it for today. As you can tell, I have much more energy now. I'm much more awake. And I can do more and feeling more healthy. I even had the energy to help and build the new cage for my mom's parrot Kaisa, my heritage. She's only 17, so she's gonna outlive my mom for sure. 17 or 19, I'm not quite sure, but somewhere around there. She'll that's my heritage. And so far she doesn't seem too spooked. She's a scaredy cat. But she also rescue. So, long story, another time. But I had the energy to help with that and lift stuff and not be too sore, essentially, to do it, which was really nice. So yeah, it hasn't happened much else. It's mostly been calm and watching a lot of junk TV. But you know, in some way it's very like, not nostalgic, but comforting and safe to just watch crap TV and just heal and not do anything. It's really nice. We also talk quite a lot about like what I look forward to when I lose weight and when it's really starting to show, and in the future and such. But I think that will have to be another video because we're already at 17 minutes in. So my poor phone. Anyway, so this will be it because I need to. Hold up. I said I was gonna show the scars. I forgot. So I'm gonna scooch and we're gonna get the tummy view. So let's see here. The fatty fat. So you can see like the scar is along this side, right? And what's annoyed is the two stitches that was here. Same one with this one here. And here. And that one. So like the one that's looking the best is this one. Mr. I don't want a patch on, please. I had to change the bandage on this one, like I think first night at the hospital once I got home, and yeah, three or four times I had to change this one. But the other ones are fine. So they don't look, I'm extremely bruised though. It looks so bruised. I can't really tell, but on this side, right here, I'm swollen. But right here, I have like, I can kind of tell by my hands that I'm kind of sunken in on this side compared to this. So, but yeah, they're looking really well. Like there's hardly a wound or anything. It's just. So they suggested that I sleep without any band-aids as such, but during the day I do put what they call a flexible cotton fixation that you can use to cut your own compresses, and those are really nice because I just like to kind of hold it in place for the scarring. Since the stomach is heavy, it's gonna pull on the scars down. And I have one over here from the same kind of surgery. You can't really see it on camera, I think, but it's right here. And it got kind of ugly because I didn't, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful, because not that I mind extremely, but you know. Anyway, that is it. I'm done.